Your outer reality is just a mirror reflection of your inner reality. So, whatever you focus upon, that is what you're going to get. If you think the world is unfair and you're never getting any luck, you're never getting any love, you're never getting any good thing in life, guess what? That is what you will receive. Your world is like a mirror. Like whatever you feel on the inside, like however you act, whatever your belief system is, that is what is going to be the reflection on the outside. So if you believe that you are not worthy, if you believe that you don't deserve all the good things in the world, guess what? Your reflection will show that. And many of the times we kind of put all these negative limiting self-beliefs, like we don't deserve luxury, we don't deserve good things in life, we don't deserve love. It's like we're always backward rationalizing. Like, no, we need to work for love. We should not feel all this love without putting any effort. Love must come only when we put effort to the other person. And we were not born like this. As a kid, you never believed that you don't deserve love. You never thought that you must put in so much effort, you must put in so much work, you must put in so much external stuff. You must bring all these external things into your life just so you can deserve a love, you can receive love from the other person. And this is the way why many people go and buy all these fancy gifts to their partner, to their girlfriend, to their boyfriend in return or expecting love from them. It's like they're buying love. And this is an analogy or this belief that has been imposed upon us through society since childhood. We've been telling that no, you must buy something to your partner, you must buy some things to your spouse, to your girlfriend, to your boyfriend, and there's always an exchange of value. And this has been imprinted in our mind. We kind of believe that. And throughout the years, we've kind of exchanging and kind of looking at love like a transaction. Love shouldn't be a transaction. And this is one of the examples of how our belief systems kind of impact the way the world gives us things in our life. If we believe in a certain mindset, guess what? The world will kind of transform itself and kind of modify itself in order to fit in your belief. So if you look at the world by being very angry, like if you're always angry, looking to start a fight, you have so much bottled up anger inside you, guess what? The world is going to put you in more situations. Your reality will put you in more situations where arguments arise, where there's more fights, where there's more riots. Like you'll be walking out on the street and you'll suddenly spot riots arise. Because that is what you focus upon. Whatever you focus upon, that is what the world is going to give you more of. That is what like you kind of manifest into your reality. So if even if you want to go buy a car, let's say you want to buy a red car, all right, suddenly you'll start spotting so many red cars everywhere you go. You go to the supermarket, you go to your favorite bar, you go to your cafe, you will find more red cars. That is because you're focusing on a red car. So when you focus upon a red car, you will see more of the red cars wherever you go. And that is the beautiful part about how our mind, how our subconscious mind kind of manifests things in our reality. So if you understand this, you can start using this to your own benefit. You can start raising your consciousness, match the frequency of whatever you desire, and kind of put yourself in the state of love, the state of happiness, the state of the frequency that matches your desired things in life. That kind of brings me to this point that if you kind of change your limiting self beliefs, if you reprogram your mind to think that you deserve all the love in the world, not because of something else, not because of your achievements or because you are born in this city, in this country, no, it's just because you exist. Like you deserve all the love in the world. There's no transaction process that is involved while giving or receiving love. Guess what? The world will kind of transform itself to match with your reality. So your inner reality, kind of projects itself outside and shapes the world around. And when you start living in this childlike wonder that you once had, that is now kind of dormant inside because of social conditioning, past trauma, and constant worries about the future. Like if you just shed all of that, start accessing the flow state, and start living in that childlike wonder in the present moment, you will essentially find the magic happening in your life throughout. And this is so amazing because the outer reality kind of shape shifts itself to match your inner reality. Like if you only look for love, if you are only looking for the good things in life, only your whole focus is upon the good, happy things, things that bring you joy, people that bring you joy, you will find more people and things that actually make you happy, that actually bring you peace and joy. And it is so amazing. And most of the times we kind of misunderstand this. We don't really know about this concept. So it's like we are looking in the mirror. There's a stain on our clothes. Instead of taking that off, and washing it or giving it to dry cleaning or something, you're kind of looking in the mirror and wiping the mirror. You're kind of cleaning that mirror. And this is why people start doing these external things in outer life. They start buying presents to the people they love just so they can receive love from them. But it doesn't really work out that way. You go buy this expensive gift to your girlfriend, to your partner, and they don't really give you love. And you expect them to give you love. And you go do these external tweaks. At that moment, you may see a sudden spike of love, but eventually it fades away. The reason is because you believe that you don't deserve love. Only when you love yourself, you can expect other people to love you. If you don't love yourself, why should other people love you? And that is the main principle. Like whatever you believe your self worth is, whatever you believe that you deserve, that is what you will receive from the outer world. To change your inner core belief. And even when it comes to dating, all right, and this is the whole pickup artist scene and stuff, I see a lot of people trying to go use pickup lines and start putting on this fake front just so they can connect with a partner. And on the short term, it kind of works, but you have to do the inner work, raise your consciousness, raise your vibration, and bring that feeling that you deserve love. So you don't have to rely on these pickup techniques. You don't have to rely on these manipulation strategies just so you can get the other person to like you back or love you. You don't really have to rely on that. If you love yourself, if you have a high self-worth, and if you believe that you deserve all the happiness and love in the world, guess what? Your outer reality will kind of match that frequency and kind of morph itself and change itself so that it can, match your reality and manifest itself according to your desires. When you're doing this, there's a process where you even shift yourself to a new timeline. I know it sounds weird right now. It's like your higher self exists at this place. There's no future, there is no past. So only now is present, and there are multiple realities that are present, that are happening right here, right now. So you envision the self, the reality where you have it all, the reality where you have all your desires fulfilled. You kind of envision yourself, all right, and kind of shift yourself to that reality. You kind of move yourself to that reality, shift yourself to that reality. And this is what I call quantum jumping. It sounds weird, it sounds like a science fiction movie, and I know it sounds way too crazy, but this is definitely true. You kind of shift yourself to your higher self because your goal, all right, your desired version should be you 5 years from now. And this brings me back to that Oscar speech by Matthew McConaughey, where he's like, my motivation or my goal is me 5 years from now. And five years later, my goal or my motivation would be me 5 years later. And that is what kind of unlocked to so many things in my mind and made this concept kind of cemented in my mind. I really understood what he was trying to tell. So your motivation, your goal, and your desired version of yourself is 5 years from now, and you kind of align yourself to that version of yourself that you desire, the version of yourself that has everything, and kind of envision yourself shifting and transforming into that person. And this is essentially quantum jumping. So your outer world is just a reflection of your inner reality. It's like a mirror. So stop trying to do all these external tweaks just so you can get something out of the outer world, but instead go do the inner work. Change your inner belief. Remove these limiting self beliefs, remove these negative self beliefs. Usually, you never really had them. When you were a kid, you did not have limiting self beliefs. You woke up and you were so excited to go live that day. And you never really thought that something was impossible. You always, were in the moment. You always believed in yourself. You always had that high self esteem. But something happened along the way. It's usually people telling you, no, that's impossible. They're instilling their limiting self beliefs onto you, and you kind of absorb it. And also, you went through some things that were traumatic, that were not really pleasant, and kind of made you believe that no, you're not that, you know, invincible. And it made you believe that some things are impossible, but it's not. It's just your belief system. And when you believed that, things became impossible. Because when you were a kid, you never thought that something was hard. Everything was pretty easy. You always believed in yourself, and belief is key. Because when you believe in yourself, 80% of the work is done. Literally, everything else feels like a piece of cake. It literally feels like you're moving and things are just happening because you have such high self esteem and such high core belief, and you have this solid frame, and you have the ability to control your state at any given point of time, and you have cemented yourself in this higher vibrational frequency, and everything seems to flow. And that is what you were experiencing as a child. All you have to do is kind of shed off these negative self beliefs, shed off these limiting self beliefs, plant new belief systems, and kind of believe in yourself. And then go conquer the world. Literally, you have no limits. The sky is the limit. Literally, there's no boundaries. You can literally do what you want. All it takes is for you to believe in yourself.